Oh, good morning. I'm comedian Haley Boyle, and I'm walking you down the hill to get my mail, which is going to make for a bit of a bumpy video, but there's a reason I'm doing it like this, and I'll explain that soon. Okay, so I'll be honest, lately I've been sort of just focusing on what's in front of me. I haven't even really watched back the videos I've made recently, but I do know that I touched on the idea of my, childhood abuse being what's triggering me now, which is not sexual abuse. And I got to speak to my therapist today and confirm that my theory is probably correct, because so here's the thing. I am an assault survivor, but the final time I was assaulted, I fought back and I won. Which means I got a chance to complete the fight or flight. A lot of times when you have a trauma response to something, it's exacerbated by a helplessness, not being able to fight back, or not being able to run away. And it can make things 1,000 times worse. And it's one of the reasons I'm having such a hard time when my son triggers me, because he's 2 years old. I can't kick his ass. I also can't run away because I'm responsible for keeping him alive. Solely responsible for keeping him alive. I gotta cross the street here, guys. So I gotta look both ways. And also check and make sure the baby's not following me, because that would fucking suck. Oh, hell yeah. Got a number of packages here. Likely pertaining to my new business. Okay. Shit. So my childhood abuse was just constantly being injured. Pinched and kicked, and there was no safety, there was no rest, and I couldn't really fight back effectively, although I tried. I had no backup. Nobody ever stopped my brother from hurting me, and he was much bigger, much stronger than I was. I didn't stand a chance against him ever. So, any hoodle. Can't do a ton of trauma work over the video chat with my therapist, so I'm just sort of doing what I've been doing, which is, thinking about these things and, facing the memories, facing the emotions, feeling them, and try to make them a little smaller, a little more manageable. Holy shit, sun's in my eyes. I'm using my DBT techniques, I had a little spot of depression a few days ago. I used radical acceptance, enlisting my evidence and all that stuff, and I got through it. I didn't go suicidal. I didn't flip out. In fact, I think I've been triggered pretty hard a few times this week, but I made it through. Hey, you know why? Because I do it regularly, because I practice it, because I work on it, because I do my techniques. Okay, wait. I'm a big bitch, right? See this hill? And I just walked down and back up that hill while talking. What am I, Beyonce? No, I'm just some big bitch who doesn't do a ton of cardio. But you know what? I walk up and down that hill a lot. There was a time where I couldn't even walk up the whole thing without stopping and taking a rest. So now sometimes I jog up it. The point is, if you want this shit to work, you have to work at it. You have to do it. Where's my lighting? Can't see my phone. There's my garbage pile. Working on that. You gotta do the work. If you want to improve, you gotta do the work. So I didn't used to be able to walk up and down a hill, especially while speaking. I'm not even sweating. I'm a little out of breath because I just woke up and had a bong hit. But do the work. Do the work. You will see improvement. It will take time. It will hurt. It will be uncomfortable. But that's the only way to get there. So please keep trying. Don't give up. I'm going to go open my mail. Pretty sure there's some clay in here.